Week in Geek. It is May 15th, 2018. The whole crew is here. Woo! Woo! The only one, right?
Sure.
Scott did it. Will's not participating, and Chris probably can't hear, right, Chris?
I can't hear you.
Perfect.
So you started when he can't hear us.
Let's introduce ourselves. I'm Rob Southgate, better known as Fast Squatch after the last week I had. Follow me on Twitter at rsouthgate. Who's next?
I am Chris Mao, owner of Blue Box Cafe and host here.
Forgot to say sexy. And
Drop Dead Sexy.
Yeah. Who's next?
Go ahead, Scott.
All right, this is Scotty Smurf, co-host of This Week in Geek.
Hey, Scott. And
this is a Lil Canizzo. That's all you need to know.
why do you have a green Cubs logo on your hat?
It's not green, it's blue. Baby blue.
That's blue?
Yeah.
On this, it
blue.
looks green. Okay. Maybe it's my cataracts. I am tired. Did I mention that?
Check the circuits.
I ate a lot of fried pickles last week and drank a lot of coffee, so I am tired.
Man, your electrolytes must be all over the place.
Oh, they're all over the place. It's just a big freaking train wreck. But boy, did I drink a lot of coffee. Every one of these Americanos or lattes had 2 shots, and I realized I was doubling up no matter what. So, I mean, there had to be 16 shots a day minimum.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about, but all right.
But
I don't really drink coffee.
But then I came back, and my wife said, "You better get that under control." I had tea for the next 24 hours. No headache, no problem. Didn't even care.
Wow.
Decaffeinated tea. Now I'm back to coffee, but just a regular amount, and no fried pickles. Dang it!
Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
Oh my gosh! It's actually we're in a throuple now with them, so it's Martha, me, and the fried pickles.
Wow. Sounds sexy.
Oh, it is. So there's lots of news this week, although, Lil, you said there's none, right?
No, there's nothing. Wow me, Rob. Let me see what news you have that I'm going to be excited about.
Well, I didn't say you're going to be excited. There's nothing about Marvel, really, but lots of TV show activity this week. We can talk about that.
9-9.
Meh.
Yeah, Brooklyn Nine-Nine was canceled, and then the fans went nuts, and they came back.
Okay, let's talk. I like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I think
I've never seen it.
Funny show. I don't follow it religiously. I'll catch up on a few episodes here and there.
Really? Because I see a lit candle with a shrine behind you right now for it.
No. But the fact that the ratings were like 1.7, 1.8, and Fox decided to cancel it
makes sense.
Giant internet uproar against this. Where did it come from? If everybody loves this show so much, why is it a 1.7?
Adam
Have
Sandberg
the Nielsen started taking into account Hulu yet? Because that's all we watch it on is Hulu.
But
I believe they do take into account the streaming services. I mean, especially Hulu. But do you watch it like when it comes out, or are you backlogging it like weeks a month? You know what, Scott? You watch shows like 3 years after the fact that they happen, so I don't trust anything that you watch.
Scott just discovered this great new show, Cosby, and he's loving it.
I thought it was Mod Squad.
The sequel to Cosby Show, or it was just
Yes, it's like Newhart. It was all a dream.
That's right.
Hey, man, I love Newhart. That was awesome.
You're like, I just finished Newhart.
Don't spoil the ending.
No, we're a little behind on Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but I think it's in its 5th season, and it just finished its 5th season, and I think we just started the 5th season on Hulu. So, I mean, we're not terribly behind.
Yeah, but see, it's people like you that you shouldn't be in uproar over this because you're not the ones following it. They don't count this stuff on the backlog on these services. There's other money that comes into the fact on that. That what you're watching is shows that are already done and past. Like
it's still an active production, though. I mean, if a show picks up a massive following on these streaming services,
following at 1.7.
Yeah, but I get what he's saying. For the streaming services, and now I didn't go to streaming, I know that, but for the streaming services, they look at different analytics. And I think it's weird that another network picked it up.
Well, no, it's not because NBC Universal makes the show. It's actually cheaper for them to pick that up. They actually make the show.
Oh, I didn't realize it. Like I said, this has never been even on my radar in any way. So, I mean, I know that it's supposed to be good.
Argument about it now, but
no, I said that. I said I haven't seen it, but I hear it's a great show, and
it really is.
I don't know about great. It's good.
It is. It is great. It is fantastic.
Not great.
Yeah, it is very smart, very witty, just enjoyable, nonstop.
So, Chris, did you ever watch it?
I have. I didn't get past the first season, and I liked it, but it was that Adam Sandberg. His humor kind of wears on me a little bit. It's funny in spots, but I like the show. I just, knowing me and the time that I have to not watch TV, just never became a priority.
Yeah, right. No, I get that. That's the same thing with me. I mean, with all the things we watch, I figured at some point we'll probably go back and do a binge worthy about it and just work our way through it real quickly if it's even worth it. A lot of these TV comedies don't make it for me.
Most comedies don't for me either. It is rare that a TV sitcom just really grabs me. And but this was an exception that I actually started seeing people talking about it on Tumblr. They'd post little bits of it, the GIFs and stuff, and and it looked really interesting from that. And we looked it up on Hulu, and Teresa and I just started binging through it.
There we go. You guys still on?
Oh yeah.
All right. So we got a little hiccup there. We're gonna have to deal with. All right, big deal. So yeah, I mean, a lot of these sitcoms don't connect for me. I make it a few episodes, and I'm like, I've seen the joke. But this one looked like it was pretty funny, and I like Andre Braugher. I think he's really good.
Yeah, he is.
So I'll give it a try.
It isn't Terry Crews in there, and he's pretty good, right?
Yeah, he is.
He's really good. And I'll really, like, we're going to talk about these shows that are canceled and brought back and all that. But frankly, with so much content out there right now, I kind of don't care. It's like I enjoy something even for a season. Like I was looking at a website yesterday that had all the cancellations and all the things that were on the bubble, and then it also had all these shows that are like streaming shows that you just don't know the status of. And like it said, The Defenders, and it said there has been no announcement, but the rumor is that there will be a season 2. And I was like, you know what? I've been watching The Defenders. I'm on the last episode now. I really liked it. Would I like a season 2? Yes. Would I be upset if it didn't happen? No, because then I can go watch Legion, or then I can go watch, Lost in Space, or any number of other things. There are so many shows on between Amazon, Hulu, Netflix. It's crazy right now. I'm not complaining.
It really is.
I'm not complaining.
No, it is an embarrassment of riches right now.
Yeah, it is. But I'm not complaining. Chris, you don't get to watch anything. You watched The Expanse. That got canceled. That's news.
It did. This season is not as good as the first 2, so I could see why it is. I'm about halfway through. I think they just ran out of interest. I think they ran out of source material.
Really? Because I heard that it's a line of books and that each book gets better and better and better, and each season was supposed to follow a book. There's like 7 books or something?
It's like 6 or 7. I just think it ran its course.
Okay. Could also be that sci-fi just stopped pumping money into it the same way.
Yeah, it's not cheap. It's all in space, so it's all special effects. The sets are not cheap, and the special effects are obviously not cheap. So,
speaking of that, did you watch Lost in Space yet?
No. Hello, anybody?
No, we have not got to.
I heard it actually wasn't that great.
You know what? The first episode is dynamite. I loved it. That's all I've watched so far, and I was like, "Wow, this is really, really good." Who'd you hear that from, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay. He thinks the Power Rangers is good. So consider the source.
He thinks the Power Rangers is good as a child. I'll give him that. I trust his opinion. Kobra Kai. Now that's a show.
Now I've only seen one episode of that too, and it is fantastic. Fantastic.
YouTube Red is free for a month. Sign up for it. Binge it all. It is so worth it.
Yeah, I got some email that had the first episode on it, and I didn't have to sign up for anything. It was just like
First
some.
two are on YouTube for free, like regular YouTube.
Okay.
And then the rest of the series is on YouTube Red. But again, like I said, it's free for 30 days. You better sign up before that runs out. Binge it, then cancel it. But holy cow, Cobra Kai blew
Awesome.
my mind.
Weren't they the bad guys in the Karate Kid movie?
For what?
Wasn't Cobra Kai like the bad guys?
It follows the bad guy.
Well, it follows both. It's really intertwined.
What, is Ralph Macchio on it?
Yes.
Did I miss him in the first episode?
He was because LaRusso Motors was talked about, and he had his commercial where he was karate chopping prices.
I did see
Get
that.
out of here, really?
Dude, Chris, I'm telling you right now, as of right now, and I binged Westworld season 1, and I'm caught up on that. Of everything that I've watched this year, this 2018, Cobra Kai is the best show so far of 2018.
Wow. Is it going to get a Twiggy?
It might well. I don't know. Like,
all right, I'm gonna do the red tube thing.
You will watch it. you will not be able to stop. And the cool thing is they're only 20 to 30-minute episodes.
Yeah,
you're not super invested. It really does some good stuff, some twists at the end, and then the very end, like the last 5 seconds, you're just like, no, oh my god! And then
there is a season 2. They are definitely doing a season 2.
They picked up season 2, and it's perfect. Especially if you were a fan of the Karate Kid.
Now I wonder, with those YouTube Red shows, really do they need to pick them up?
Great. Production is awesome.
But do they need to pick them up? I mean, if the production company is going, hey, this is making money, they're the ones controlling their destiny. There is no YouTube controlling their destiny.
I think this might be a YouTube series. Like YouTube
owns it?
Yeah. Or works with the producers or something. There's some kind of thing there together. It's not just like a show put on YouTube.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you start talking about all the different shows that are out there. Like you and I talked about a little. What is it? Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
Oh, which is a ton of fun.
It's great,
but it's canceled.
Oh, is it canceled?
We can't see the future where he time cops into the future. I'm so upset that we missed that.
So they canceled it.
Canceled it, yeah.
It was so good.
My guess is because it was on Amazon, and the Lord of the Rings just took all that money. I mean,
what's the other one? They have another show that's costing them a fortune that they just picked up too.
Amazon?
Yeah. I just read that the other day. I don't remember what it was, but when I saw it and it had a number attached to it, I was like, "Holy cow! They just spent a fortune like they did with Lord of the Rings." There's another big one like that. It is not the Tick. The Tick does not cost them Lord of the Rings money. I hope that Lord of the Rings things works for them. I love Lord of the Rings. I think they're just trying to compete with Game of Thrones. But let's face it, the Game of Thrones shine is not as bright now. People love the show. It's a huge pop culture hit. As soon as that show ends, it's on to the next genre. And I think Beyond Westworld, or whatever that's called, Westworld might be Beyond Westworld's the podcast that Troy and Aaron do. I think that Westworld might be kind of the next flavor.
No, I mean, it had its pop. I think season 2 is starting off. It's good, but it's slow. It's a different show. It's different than Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but I think that Game of Thrones ends, and they're going to learn from what they did in season 2 here. And I think season 3 is going to be really strong. I think Westworld is poised to be their next mega hit. I do. I think once they expand into some of those other worlds and we get that story going, you get Shogun World, you get Future World, it's going to get super, super interesting. That's what I think.
Okay.
Although, it's funny. You said that Cobra Kai was the best show. I saw a thing on Facebook today. One of them, I don't know, AV Club or one of them, was claiming that Legion is by far the best show on TV right now, and people aren't watching it. I mean, they are, but not like these big shows.
Is Legion one of the X-Men shows?
Yeah, I watched the first 3 episodes of it, and I absolutely loved it. The problem is with school, I can watch 1 episode of a show or 2 episodes, then I have to bail. So now I'm done, so I can spend the summer just binging the heck out of all this stuff. I will definitely watch that because those first couple episodes were amazing. And I hear this season is amazing again. What about the other news that broke this week? I think it was this week. Was more information about that Star Wars series that
Yes.
Yeah, what's his name is doing?
Favreau?
Yeah, Jean Favreau.
Yeah.
He's got that Star Wars thing, and they said that now there was a lot of speculation about when that was going to be set. It's set after Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, 7 years after Return of the Jedi. So, and if you followed the old Legends stuff, the books and comics and everything, that was wiped away when Disney bought it. But before they did that, the two biggest events in that time period was the Dark Empire story was 5 years after Return of the Jedi.
Oh, was it? Because that's the best. I love that.
And the Thrawn trilogy was 6 years after. So those two were right then and there, 5 and 6 years after. So of course they've been decanonized, but we've seen Disney
but
start
they have
adding
Thrawn
in
in as a character now.
Right. Yeah, they brought him into Rebels, and he was great in Rebels.
And Chris, you've read all this stuff, so you know all this.
No, and it's fantastic, and I'm glad that they're bringing some of that back, because they also opened the door for Mara Jade to be canonized again.
Yes.
Because they brought the Hand of God. Was that in Rebels or in what's the other animated show? Clone Wars.
Clone Wars.
One of the two. I think it was Rebels, where they talked about one of them is the Hand of the Emperor, and that kind of sets the stage for Mara Jade to step in if they want. So
right.
Cool.
So and then there is another animated series coming called Resistance.
Yeah, it's really stylized too, right?
Yeah. It's it's a lead up to The Force Awakens, so it's going to be a few years there. So you've got Favreau's live action show like 7 years after, and then you've got a bit of several year gap, and then you've got The Force Awakens, because it's like I think they actually did it like 30 years or something between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens.
Is the Favreau show, is that going to be on that Disney channel, that Disney streaming?
That I don't know. I didn't see that.
Oh, Lil, come on, you're all Disneyed up.
He did say Disney's unnamed streaming service. That's what they're saying on the web. So
all right.
Yes. Yeah.
Is it a lil.com? Is that what they're doing? Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
Yes, it is. Yes,
Yes, it is. Yes.
Hot butter.
Do I sound better now? Because my speakers and things were all misaligned.
Yeah, a little better.
When we started
I can't tell. I try to tune you out.
Okay, good.
Nice.
You and your baby blue Cubs hat.
I don't know what's wrong with my hat. It's pretty awesome.
It looks totally green to me. It's very weird. I just got to have something setting on here.
No, it's your screen settings, man. It's blue.
All right.
That or all that coffee burned out your retinas.
That's very possible. That's very possible. What else happened? So there is news. Hold on, Lil. You tell me there's no news. Zombieland 2.
Yeah.
Zombieland 2, yes.
Now, I mean, I want to be excited
I don't
about
need
it.
a sequel. I don't need
No,
a sequel.
I love the original movie, but did you see that series they tried to do?
Mm-mm.
They put it on, was it Amazon? Oh, Lil, you've got to know this one, right?
No, wasn't it Showtime or something
Was it
like that?
It was a cable show.
It was terrible.
Well, that's because Bill Murray and Woody Harrelson are in it. So
Exactly. I don't need a sequel.
But it was the same people. It wasn't the stars, but it was the same people behind the scenes. And it was awful. And it makes me go, well, what makes you think they're going to get it right making a movie when they couldn't get the TV series right at all?
you know what they need to do for the movie is actually get Michael Cera, because Jesse Eisenberg's too big of a star. Michael Cera to come back in the role that was written for him.
How is Jesse Eisenberg too big of a star? What is he doing?
Come on, Chris loves Lex Luthor. He is Chris's Lex Luthor.
DC,
Oh, that stupid
DC, baby.
That stupid magician series that he does, the dumb movies.
Oh yeah, those.
Now you see it.
Now you see it. Oh god, those are awful.
Whatever.
I haven't watched one yet. Are they bad?
I don't care for them.
I was going to watch one. The original Edward used to love those movies, so that might be the target market for that.
It's all the target market.
Hey, speaking of that, on the plane, I watched the first half of Kingsman: Golden Circle. I thought it was going to be terrible. It wasn't bad.
It's awful.
I didn't think it was bad.
It's a sidekick.
It is a sidekick. I thought it was not bad. It just it something was lacking in it. But I did have the thought
it needed more Elton John is what it needed.
The Elton John stuff was great. But what I was thinking as I was watching it is, when this buyout happens, this Disney buying Fox, that becomes a Fox property. That gives them their James Bond series. And they will probably put money into Kingsman and get this thing right because it's a very viable world. Do you think that'll happen? Or do you think they're just going to be like, okay, we're going to just ditch a bunch of these things and it all goes to Marvel and Star Wars?
I haven't seen either one. Surprise. Is it like
you mean the any James Bond movie too, right?
Now, one of my early memories of James Bond is my dad always loved to watch the ABC Sunday night movie, and they always showed the Roger Moore ones. So Roger Moore was my first Bond. And
I remember that. That's the first time I saw Diamonds Are Forever was on that series, that ABC Sunday night movie.
Yeah. So I watched the heck out of those. But I was saying Kingsman, is it centered on a Bond-like character, or is it more about the group of these? I know they're like special agents of some kind that you rotate the cast.
No, it's really about Eggy. So it's about a main guy who's kind of James Bondy.
Well, him and Colin Firth.
Right. But but it is about Eggy. I mean, that's who the series will be about.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
So do you guys think that'll they're just going to kind of let that be this little thing? Or I was watching it thinking I could see Disney making this their James Bond, like really putting it behind that. And they've got this cool, like hipper spy thriller thing going.
Yeah, but they don't take it too seriously, and they already haven't in the first two shows. So, I mean, come on, Sam Jackson as the villain, that's pretty bad.
That was bad.
I mean, and then...
But the movie was great. He was terrible, but the movie was great.
Yeah, no, the first one was great. I mean, so it could be James Bond-esque, but with tongue-in-cheek.
Well, I mean, he wasn't that bad because, he had the same plot as Thanos.
No spoilers.
Well, with Big Mac.
You know what? Too bad, Scotty. Like, this movie's made $1 billion.
We watched the other night. We watched The Avengers.
Oh my God!
Did you like Uma Thurman?
Oh, it's Uma Thurman. Yes.
No. We watched the first Avengers movie in the MCU, and that was a lot of fun. That was really neat seeing getting the band together like that. I was very happy to see Hawkeye. It bothered me that what they did to him in the first part, and I'm kind of tense for that. Why? Waiting for them to fix that, because when I read the old Avengers comics, Hawkeye was my favorite.
Isn't Ellen Alda?
Hawkeye was a bad guy, right?
Yeah, you know that, right?
The Hawkeye was originally a bad guy.
Really? I must have picked up the series after he went good then.
There's also a good chance that, spoiler, Hawkeye could return to being a bad guy.
Ooh.
Spoiler alert.
You're full of it. He's not.
You don't think so?
No, he's going to be the Nomad. Nomad's not a bad guy.
Okay. All right.
The suit and the mohawk have been seen on the set, so Nomad.
So they're Marvel's is like working actively on the Eternals. Did you read that?
Yeah.
I want to know why.
Why not?
It just seems like, they were all in pre-production on the Inhumans, and they put out a piece of garbage. Then they kept saying they were going to
TV side.
They said they were going to do it, still do the movie, but it's like, does anyone have interest in that? So the Eternals, I think less people know the Eternals. I think that's, I don't know.
Feige already put the kibosh in the movie long before, because that's that him and Ike fight, and Ike took the Inhumans from him. So
yeah,
the
but I thought
Inhumans movie was dead years ago.
Oh, I thought it was still on. I thought he was even saying a year ago that was still on.
No. That's dead. They're not going to touch that property. He doesn't want to deal with it. He's going to take the Eternals as part of it because they're building the cosmic universe further. That's what they're going to do with it.
All right.
And why not? They took the Guardians of the Galaxy.
True.
Same
difference. I just think that the Eternals are kind of an interesting choice. You know what? We'll buy into all of it and we'll love it. So who are we to say?
They'll cast some awesome people in it. They'll make it look cool and they'll make it fun. And
here's a weird one. Did you guys see that Gambit? Now they're saying it's going to start shooting late summer. There's still no director. There's this pending Disney buyout. It's like, what? Stop. This isn't happening.
That's still under, is that Fox?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And the quote was, "We just interviewed 3 or 4 people, and we really like one of them. Now let's see if we can it'll work."
What are they doing? Because of this merge, they've put New Mutants on the back burner. That the next X-Men movie is kind of pushed back. It's like when the shoe drops.
They didn't put these on the back burner. I mean, they've just moved their release dates for a year because
but a year is a long time.
They're adding other characters to it. They've changed some of the
right, but they also I'm telling you, with this merger thing,
it might not happen.
You don't think so?
Comcast is coming with $62 billion in cash.
Yeah, I know.
That's why you're capable so much.
$10 billion more than Disney.
Well, maybe it'll happen.
The only benefit to that would be is getting the cash now, but see them converting it into Disney stock. If Disney keeps going up, they're going to make more money in the long run.
Right. Yeah, I read about that. I read about how the actual Disney stock in the long run could be significantly more valuable. But if they want to take the money and run, there you go. And that has nothing to do with the fans or what we want or anything. And that's business.
Yeah, it's not about us.
Right. If it was, Disney would get that and we'd start seeing an X-Men movie about 6 months from now.
Yeah.
And then Scott would see that X-Men movie in about 10 years.
Right.
Yeah, the X-Men I'm mostly caught up on. I haven't seen the last one.
Mostly?
Apocalypse? That came out 2 years ago.
Well, we've got most of the others.
And if you skipped Apocalypse, you might be okay.
Yeah, that one,
True.
3, and Wolverine are the 3 worst.
No, I did see Logan. That was fantastic.
And you probably saw the best.
Yeah.
I didn't hate X-Men Origins Wolverine. It's just not good, but...
No, I didn't hate it either. I have it. I just didn't like it.
Still watch it over and over again.
You just like the Blob. I was really excited for the Blob to be in that. I thought they kind of wasted him.
They wasted a lot of characters.
Yeah.
And the Deadpool part.
Like making Taylor Kitsch Gambit.
Oh, that was terrible. That was awful. Oh, I'm going to have to watch it again.
How about the Deadpool Infinity War trailer? Have you seen that one that just came out, a week ago?
The Deadpool one? No.
Yeah. So he does a trailer where...
There's so much Deadpool stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's like eating up my life. I didn't see this one, though.
So he sponsors Manchester United, they wear red, and change all the stuff to Deadpool, like Deadpool, the eyes, his logo on everything. The players are like, what the blank is this? And they're all like swearing in their individual languages. And then he goes, you don't want to be
Manchester United, their language would be English, Chris.
No, but
the players are
from their team are not. None of them are. I think there's like 3 guys from England on the team. The rest are from someplace else. And it's just funny because you go to Old Trafford, which is a stadium, and it's all Deadpool. The circle in the center is Deadpool. It's fantastic. And then he says, you don't want to be Infinity Ward or something like that. It's, it's great.
Yeah, I saw the thing where they replaced all the DVD covers with Deadpool. Did you see that?
Yeah. There's a bunch of
that
those.
It's just slip covers, but I mean it's funny.
Still funny.
Yeah.
The Logan one was really good.
Oh yeah.
The little hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Some of them were not as great as others, but the ones that were good, like the X-Men one, the one where he's got him on the back, where he's holding the sign up like, I'm not in this movie.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. So
he'll pimp himself for sure. That's good.
Did you see the picture? I think it was on Instagram that Keanu put out. John Wick 3 had a picture of him standing in a rainy back alley, and it was like on the set for John Wick 3.
What does he have left to be pissed about, though? They've killed everybody. Killed his dog. Killed his wife. I mean, what's left?
He's coming. It's actually it's a combo movie. He's actually coming for Thanos. he's the secret weapon for the Avengers. So you're calling John Wick.
And the Avengers that aren't dead yet are going to be dead when he shows up.
All the bad guys just leave. Oh my God, it's John Wick.
John
you see
Wick,
what he did with the pencil?
And then the Equalizer.
We have a
Denzel
Thanos.
comes in.
We have a Hulk. We've got John Wick.
We've got John Wick. That'd be funny.
Yeah, and then I don't know if you guys even talked about it when they announced that Bill and Ted's 3 is happening. Did I hear crickets?
So great.
It's funny because people are like really wanting this, and it's so far past the point of relevancy.
Well, the idea is good, but they'll never capture. I mean, the first one is unbelievably funny.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Stupid. Yeah, it's a good time.
But you could say the same thing about something I just talked about with Cobra Kai. Like, is the Karate Kid relevant at all anymore?
Yeah, but are they going to get Cobra Kai works because it's not the Danny story? Like they took a completely new take on it.
But it is
and it's
still Daniel's story.
No, it's not.
It's both.
No, it's not.
Wait, you didn't watch it. I did.
Hey, is Hillary Swank in it? That's all I want to know.
No.
Then it's not complete.
It's not that. It's not Chris's Karate Kid.
No, but Daniel keeps talking about Mr. Miyagi like way too much.
Yeah.
So he's got kind of like a what do they call that, Martha? When you're a Stalker fan, a stan. Yeah, he's a stan.
A Southgate? What?
Yeah,
yeah.
Kind of like
That's
what we call.
it is.
You know what? Lil, can you change your little thing under your sign there so it says Stan? Because that's how you ended up here. You were a Stalker fan.
I sent one tweet.
One tweet.
Hold on. That's all of the fan tweets he got. So don't.
I know, and that's probably why. Like I thought, I was like, oh wow, this is a legit show. Responding back, and then now I see it behind the curtain. I'm like, oh, it's the only tweet he got in a year. No wonder why he jumped out.
It wasn't one tweet. It was actually once again, a Lil's favorite crap of the week, and you go, it's enough said. I love that show, and they were busting your hump on it. Come on, man.
I don't think I ever said your show on my show.
You did. People need to go back and listen. They'll hear it.
Okay.
Wait, that's the remastering that Rob did where he added the line.
I'm sure, yeah. I go back and I listen. I'm like, nope, not there. Rob's like, here's the clip.
That sounds like Rob saying that.
No, he found when you said enough and then splice it together and just put it on it.
There you go. Perfect.
Nice.
One tweet. Look what happened.
Look what.
That's why I hate Twitter.
144 characters can become so big.
So, does anyone care about a Speed Racer sequel? Because Emil Hirsch thinks we do.
Hey, the first movie was good. I really liked it.
I like it too. I know people don't. I like it. I thought it was a lot of fun. But now, unless they're going to make Speed be like, old man Speed, what are they doing?
Keanu Reeves.
What are they doing?
Jason Patrick was the second Speed, the movie Speed.
Right. They should get Jason Patrick. That'd be awesome. That makes sense. Oh, that was terrible. With the boats. Wasn't it a boat or something?
It was a boat.
It was a boat.
I didn't even watch it.
The first one the premise was actually pretty interesting and good.
Speed?
Yeah, the first one was good. Yeah.
The second one was awful.
Awful, yes.
First one was okay.
The only
it was good. It would be a sidekick, don't you think? There was a decent premise.
Yeah, okay.
It would be a high sidekick, I would say. Because it was a fun movie to watch. I think the only one of those that works on a boat is Under Siege. The first one. After that, they're terrible. Under Siege on a train was garbage.
That is awful.
No, the first one was a lot of fun.
No, it wasn't at all.
It was.
Wait. Under Siege, the first one had the girl in the cake, right?
That's all Scott remembers, you perv.
Yeah, that is literally all I remember.
I think it was Erica Liniak, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yep. He was the
Baywatch to Under Siege. What a career path that was. Oh my God.
I like that one.
He was like, hold on. He's a cook that could kill everybody on the boat. Get out of here. Come on.
I've seen you work in a blue box. I know what you're capable of, Chris.
Exactly.
How do you think I lost his finger?
Stop showing it. It's grossing me out.
I can't pick my nose with it, though. I try.
That's what happens.
This is why we don't. This
See
is
what
why we
happens
don't
when you
record
pick your
with cameras
nose,
on.
kid?
Does anybody care about Doom Patrol? I do,
What?
but I don't know if you guys like.
No.
Never got into that one.
It's a great comic.
Yeah.
And they are going to do a 13 episode thing on this DC digital service. I like the stuff they're lining up for this service, and this one like cinched it for me, but it is DC, so this whole thing could be a big pile of poop.
The only thing I'm intrigued about is the Swamp Thing series. That's about it.
I want to see that too.
Even
But
though we already
what
had a
about the
Swamp
movie?
Thing TV show.
The movie from the
So
80s
good.
is fantastic.
Adrian Barbeau.
I know we
the worst
reviewed
movie
it. I
ever.
reviewed it on the League of Geeks for our Patreon donors. They got to listen to our review of Swamp Thing. Directed by Wes Craven.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Good thing he moved on from that because it was bad when we watched it.
He
in
got
college.
lucky. He got lucky with A Nightmare on Elm Street because watching that movie, I would have never hired him again.
No kidding. It was awful.
It
Wasn't awful. It was awful.
No. I mean,
It was Reanimator bad, but not as endearing.
How dare you?
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
There is
no,
nothing
at least-
bad about Reanimator.
Yes, there is.
I just
It's-
started reading those today. The original Reanimator stories.
You mean
Lovecraft?
The Lovecraft ones? Yeah, those are
Yeah,
great.
I just started reading those today at lunch on my Kindle. Those are really really atmospheric and spooky for and not super gory. There's some gore, but it's not all
they're
blood and
scary.
guts gore. But it's real atmosphere
Right.
and
It's
Yeah,
kind
it
of
really
shocking.
sets the
It's not
scene.
gory, right? Isn't that a good way
Yeah.
to describe it? Yeah.
yeah, it's good stuff. I actually able to get a few minutes at lunchtime today and do some reading. So
Well, good for you, Scott.
reading.
Reading.
For suckers.
There's so much TV to watch. What are you doing?
well, was that
Why,
work?
why you've only watched movies that have come out in 2012?
Scott, you have a phone. It's a flip phone, but you can still watch things on it.
Really?
my
Do you
God.
really have a flip phone?
No, I have an iPhone.
Is it an iPhone 3G?
It's 6 Plus, and I got the battery replaced, so it's good for another couple years.
Couple of years.
High five. How about Deadly Class? It was like a first look thing for Deadly Class. Anybody read that book?
No.
No,
Great book.
Hmm.
I mean, I read it and was like, man, this needs to be made into something. It is really cool. And the Russo brothers did it. They're doing a TV show. Now, will it be sustainable? I don't know. Are they going to be,
Wait, what
producers?
was
They
it
do like
called
one
again?
episode and then they're out. It's called Deadly Class.
Oh, I thought you said the clap. Okay.
No, that's something else.
You're all dead. Sorry.
But that's a snap. Little Thanos joke for you.
Oh, don't spoil it for Scott. It only made
No,
like
no.
$6 billion.
He's read the comic books. Have you not, Scott?
which one?
Infinity War.
No, I haven't read all those. No,
No? Thanos is from space. Oh, I'm so sorry.
that I got.
Catwoman is not in it.
Oh.
How about Guillermo del Toro has a horror anthology coming to Netflix? That sounds good to me.
That's the one they just paid him a bunch of money to do, right?
Yeah, but did you read about it? Because he's actually really into this. He is going to direct, like, from what I understand, like half the episodes. Usually when you get these guys like the Russo brothers on Deadly Class, they're showrunners, but they might only do the first episode
Right.
and then step out. Like Jon Favreau did the first episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and he never touched it again.
Wait, who did?
Didn't Jon Favreau direct the first one?
No.
Are you sure?
100% positive. No way.
I thought he did.
No.
Are you sure?
How much coffee have you had?
You know,
It's not enough.
I am getting really drowsy. If you look, my eyes are like half open now. Well, anyway, Guillermo del Toro is going to do, I can't even say his name. Guillermo del Toro is going to do like half the episodes he's going to direct. He's also very involved in writing the series. And he said he's fleshing it out with like top horror writers. He wants to have that approach where it's not like just, hey, we've got a writer's room and we're going to put anybody in here. He's going to take people that write horror stories and are top people in the field to be part of this show. So he's really putting a lot into this. I'm excited. I think it's going to be cool.
That means a lot of work for our good friend Doug Jones. Hopefully.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Oh, and it is. I think the producer with him is the same. It's the same guy that he did Shape of Water with, or it might be the writer from Shape of Water is head writer on this or something.
Joss Whedon, by the way.
I was about to say it. Well, I was going to say because his brother, they developed it.
Oh, Joss Whedon. Yeah, I was in the ballpark. There was a J in it. Ballpark.
Terrible.
Oh no!
Wait,
I got something wrong on This Week in Geek. What?
You weren't even close. That was almost a mark my words. I saw you starting to mark my words. No.
I need to back off of that one. If I had been right, I would have just like completely, thrown it up there. Like, see, I'm always right, but I didn't.
No, you didn't.
Was right. He did direct something though. He did do the pilot for something. I don't remember which show it is. But if you look up,
called Iron Man, right?
Well, no, he did the pilot for a TV show.
He did Elf.
Stop it. He did a TV show. He did the pilot for a TV show.
Yeah, Jungle Book.
To set the tone. Because now he's coming. That's
what it's called, Friends. Didn't he direct a version of Friends?
No, he was in Friends.
I know he was.
Monica's boyfriend.
Huh.
That was a good episode where they thought she was going to buy him a wedding ring and he bought an octagon ring.
Yeah. $20,000 to blah 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 ring design. Oh, Joey,
that's right.
Never watched it,
so I don't care.
I've seen like 2 episodes.
Really?
It was all right.
There were parts that were good. So
I love that show. I go to sleep almost every night watching it.
Which show is that?
Friends.
Oh, never clicked with me. I like the episodes with the monkey, but after that, it just kind of fell apart.
Monkey.
He did direct Young Sheldon.
Oh, did he?
That's not what I was thinking.
An episode of The Orville.
That's what I was thinking of.
He directed an episode of The Office, an episode of about a boy.
He was the director of the pilot of The Orville, and his direction is what was supposedly setting the tone for the show, the look and the style and everything for it. That's what I was thinking of. So I did have something right in there. That much.
Yeah, because it was so close.
It was closer than being completely wrong. So what about Sean William Scott? Does anybody watch Lethal Weapon?
No. I'm just happy Sean William Scott got a job. It's been
I like him
since he's worked on
Stifler.
Anything. He was great in The Rundown.
He was. I like that. He's great in The Goon too. You ever see The Goon?
I haven't seen
that. That's a good movie. That's funny.
And what's that David Duchovny one he's in? Evolution.
David Duchovny.
Yeah, he's in Evolution too. He's just basically being Stifler in that. But
you happen to be sitting next to a David Duchovny expert, so
yeah, I looked over. He was in Zoolander. Oh, who was Sean William Scott?
David Duchovny was in Zoolander. He had the hand. He was the hand model. Come on now.
The thing on his hand.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a conspiracy.
I love it.
I do too. Blue Steel. Scott's doing that right now.
You can't hang with Zoolander, Rob.
Well, I wasn't doing.
Your look is not Blue Steel.
Was Blue Steel, was that the one with Jamie Lee Curtis?
There is a movie called Blue Steel with Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes,
it is, but I'm hanging up.
And I like that movie.
Scott totally missed the joke, and he's like, "Oh, you're talking about this movie I recently watched from 1987."
Scott, eventually, when you get to Zoolander, you'll get that joke. But you are right. There was a Jamie Lee Curtis movie called Blue Steel. It's in your queue right now. It is good. I liked it.
I remember. Yeah, I did
back then. Who knows if it's any good now? You watch these things, you're like, that was a good movie. Then you start watching, you're like, wow, that's awful.
I remember Blue Steel. I watched it last night. What?
Do you remember? Did you guys see the hold on what?
5.7 on the IMDb.
Did I get the year right though? Was it 87?
89. You were close.
Damn,
dude, it's 30 years ago. You were like 4. Right?
I was not in 89. I was 10. I watched that movie.
Clancy Brown's in it. I'm in.
He was fantastic.
Was he the Highlander in that? Was he Kurgan too? Yeah. Richard Jenkins?
What do you need?
Scott's having a private conversation here. I wanted to listen in.
You have to go to bed now, Scott. Are you getting in trouble again on the show? Live on the show?
You're using too much bandwidth.
I'm trying to play my stories.
We're playing Fortnite.
Trying to play my stories.
Where are we dropping, boys?
Didn't you hack better internet? Come on. Doesn't your wife do that?
Yeah, come on. It's Teresa.
Hell.
She's the connector, too. She's like, yeah, I hacked that. And, hey, I can get you copies of Star Trek. And what was that YouTube Red thing? I got that, too.
She hacks the hacks. The last time Scott's going to be on the show. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate it.
You're in so much trouble, Scott.
It was nice knowing you.
Probably so.
Plenty of time to watch Blue Steel now.
Is that a picture of Legolas behind you in a picture frame? Scott?
A what?
Is that a picture of Orlando Bloom as Legolas in a picture frame behind you?
Yeah.
Next to your nightstand in your bed?
That's
Actually, it's the nude Legolas on top of Katy Perry that was, around Twitter recently.
that is Teresa's side of the bed. Thank you very much.
Do you cosplay him? I just want to know.
I want to know what's on Scott's side of the bed then.
It's Elijah Wood.
He's Scarlet Jack.
It's magic cards and my copy of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Is there a towel back there too?
This is a sock.
No, a towel. He wore a towel. That's what it.
I know.
Not a sock. Is that a Thanos doll? No.
Yeah, that's when Alil is the hitchhiker. He brings a sock everywhere.
Just one.
He's Sacco. Who's Sacco from?
Sacco.
Scott, it was creeping me out because he kept seeing like a face behind you, and I'm like, it keeps looking like Orlando Bloom, and I'm like, is that Legolas?
Wait a second. Is that
Legolas or Orlando Bloom from Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, Will Turner had dark hair.
Alil knows. He's got an action figure
signed?
right behind him right now.
Is it signed?
Oh wait, he's showing it.
Talk, Scott. I can't see it. It's like a.
You got to talk, Scott. You got to talk so we can see.
It's actually pretty cool. It's like a colored pencil kind of sketch thing.
Yeah, I have a bunch of those.
Kind of like charcoals. Yeah, Teresa picked this up somewhere, and it's
obviously in Lil's house.
It's true. I do love Orlando Bloom. It was just creeping me out. Like I'm like, why
is he a national treasure?
He's the worst actor ever.
Do not speak ill of Orlando Bloom.
Why? He was great as Legolas. He's a horrible actor.
He was great as Will Turner in the first Pirates of the Caribbean.
I liked him in Elizabethtown too.
He was the fourth best actor out of three. And
stars. I liked him in Troy.
He's not good.
Chris is now adjusting his IMDb right now.
What was that movie that he played the guy that he had to go back? Was it that was the first movie after Lord of the Rings?
That was Michael J. Fox.
What?
You go back in time. Come on, Scott, get with the program. Have you not seen Back to the Future yet?
They go back in time, Scott.
Was it the fish under the sea dance?
So what movie were you asking about, Chris?
The movie that Orlando Bloom was in, where he flies back and like his parents died or dad died or something. He walks around his hometown and has no connection with it. It's awful.
Elizabethtown?
I don't know what the name of the movie is.
That's the one I said I liked.
Which one? That was the Jersey movie.
Yeah, that's the one where he
No, Zach Braff is the different movie. That was
Oh, I like that one. That was the one with Queen Amidala.
Yes.
Natalie Portman.
Let's talk about Alex Inc. then, Rob. Have you seen the show yet?
Yes, it got canceled.
Did it get canceled?
It got canceled. Alex Inc. No, I'm not going to watch it.
It didn't already get canceled, did it?
Yeah, it did. Go look up cancellationbear.com. It'll tell you the whole scoop. Yeah, it's already gone. Or, I mean, it's already canceled. Yeah, no.
Because he's living in a fantasy world.
Ridiculous.
Somebody who's going to make a podcast is livelihood.
Like his first week of like, I've quit my job and I've started this podcast and hey, we want to be $1 million sponsor. I did it. Give me a break.
It wasn't even that. He got a billionaire to back him.
Yeah. I want to see the one the every week where every interaction he has outside of his home where he says, oh, I do a podcast and people say, oh, really? How do you make money at that? How do you monetize it? Oh, I thought you called it a business, because that's the reality of being a podcaster.
I was like pouring the salt in the wound.
That's right. It's my Niagara Falls. Slowly I
turn, step by
step. Zach Braff.
Inch by inch.
Although I do love Zach Braff. So
He's a national treasure. Yes, I know.
He is.
Love him on Scrubs.
What's wrong with you? What's
Scrubs.
seriously?
Me?
Yeah, Zach.
Dude, Scrubs is a fantastic TV
Scrubs
show.
is.
First season and a half, and then after that,
No.
yes.
No,
You
it
bite
got a
your
good 5 or
tongue.
6.
Hey, Sharknado. That's all I gotta say.
You bite your tongue. But
Wow.
He's not in Sharknado.
What?
Tara Reid is at the end, isn't she?
She's
In
gonna
the,
be
She was in the
Indie
show
Pop
for
Pod.
like
She's
3
not
episodes.
Scrubs.
She's
Yeah,
going to
like-
be an Indie PopCon.
She was one of his many girlfriends.
No.
I'm
That's
waiting.
all.
I'll
hard
have
to
her
stop
sign
believing.
my collector's edition Scrubs DVD box set.
Oh God.
You're going to get her to sign that?
I'm joking.
Do you think she knows she was on the show?
Probably not. This is the last time she looked good.
That's true. She did look pretty good in that. I'll give it that.
It's a great show. Scrubs is fantastic.
It's a great
I hope she
show.
doesn't hear this episode. Jeez, we were going to try and get her on as a guest.
Wow.
No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't.
Not at all.
No.
We gotta get Wesley on. Get Will Wheaton. That would be the
Snipes? That'd be awesome.
What
Yeah.
I think you could get him.
Oh, Wheaton's not
I think
coming
you could
on
get
the
Wesley
show.
Snipes on your podcast.
He might. You know, when I had the conversation with him, he was just sitting there, and I walked up and I said, "Hey, you know, you do that after show about Falling Skies. I do a Falling Skies podcast." And he like lit up, like, "Oh, I love podcasts." And we just stood there and talked for like 10 minutes. And then I got uncomfortable. Was like, "Okay, I think I've talked to you enough. I'm going to
Is
step out of
Wesley
this."
Snipes?
Yeah, no, Wesley Crusher. Yeah,
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton?
yeah.
Well,
Oh,
he's,
really?
he's pretty. He's got a pretty good story.
Scott's
and he's a
excited
pretty-
now because you're talking to us about a Trek character. Like all of a sudden, I saw his lips quiver. Like,
Oh, I
like,
follow him on Tumblr.
like he was
He's
looking
cool.
at that Orlando balloon picture.
That's what's on his side, a Wesley Crusher one.
No, that's his blanket.
the 3 stripes on it.
man. Oh God.
It's very subtle. It's not actually his face. It's just the 3 stripes. You're like,
We don't see the ceiling yet.
I'm Wesley Crusher sleeping.
Tilt the camera up toward the ceiling. Let's see what's up there.
Oh my God.
It's
like it's-
popcorn.
Oh, that sounds like a Lil's house.
Butter. It's all
Butter
just
dripping from it?
Just
It's,
butter dripping.
that's awesome.
Oh, I'm going to vomit now.
Okay.
So I only got one more thing. Mike Myers wants to do a Dr. Evil movie. Did you read this?
No.
Of course he
I'm just
does.
saying no because no.
No,
It's called.
stop it.
If it's him and Dana Carvey, I'm in.
I'm gonna check my mail while you're talking about this.
Well, he said.
Do I need XM radio?
Supposedly they are doing an Austin Powers 4, and he's saying he would like to have a Dr. Evil 1 before that comes out. We don't need it.
Yeah,
I'm
without
checking-
without both characters, it wouldn't be worth keeping up with.
Wow, I can get 5 months of XM satellite radio for $25.
Hey, Chris, did you get any ARP letters today? Or
Coming soon, buddy. Next year.
I don't know. It's 50, isn't it?
Yeah, you're getting some this summer, aren't you, bro?
I am.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, you're gonna be 50. I still won't even be 40.
Do we have our death pool
I
though?
still look better than both of you, so don't worry about it.
Healthier, maybe, but not sexier. Remember
True.
that.
That's a state of mind, and that mine's going, so it's right.
Right.
Just remember
slipped
that
a while
at 50, it's like falling off a cliff. Shit just falls off. That's all that. I'm just gonna.
I don't
And
either.
if you look at Chris's bed, he's got a picture of Cliff Clavin because he fell off a cliff.
Cliff Roberts.
Cliff Robertson.
Yes.
Oh, Lil doesn't even know who that is.
What are you talking about? He was Uncle Ben in the original Spider-Man movie.
Oh, see, it's like
It all
playing
back
6
to
degrees of
Spider-Man.
separation from Spider-Man with a Lil. If
It's
you
true.
could
I
bring
have
it
his
back to
autograph.
Spider-Man,
I have his autograph right here on an 8x10, right next to my
No
computer.
way, really? Where'd
Yeah,
you
it's
meet?
a whole cast on a Tobey Maguire picture. Yeah. Cliff Robertson right there.
oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
If you talk, we could actually see it a little.
Oh, sorry. I'll talk here. Here, it's right here on the bottom. Oh, there's Cliff Robertson.
Nice.
There's Stan Lee. Rosemary Harris is right here at the top. Tobey Maguire, Willem Dafoe, Kristen Dunst, Sam Raimi. Yeah.
How much that one set you back? Holy shit.
I got it as a gift. My wife bought it for me for my birthday. So, yeah. I love you, Toby. Toby Maguire. This is great podcasting.
Well, the only thing I can show off is I've got a Hellboy pop vinyl I got. Pretty awesome. That's all I
Scott
got.
wins though with Legolas picture.
And I got a knife. I got a knife with my name on it.
Oh, are we having obscure picture?
Look at that.
Hold
Show
on.
and tell. Look. Snap. Show and tell. Watch me cut off my finger. Ah!
No fingers were harmed in making of this podcast.
I don't even know if we're going to end up with a podcast out of this, because if you look at YouTube right now, it is jacked up. So
is the audio working?
No, the video is going a mile a minute. I don't know what happened. Something's messed up.
Pictures. Here is a picture of Willow signed by Val Kilmer.
Oh, cool.
So let's talk about obscure photographs.
I wish it had a signature from Willow.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't there talk of doing a Willow 2? Didn't that pop up in my feed?
That did pop up. Ron Howard said it is in the works.
Now, I have a question. What about the baby?
I don't know.
Yes, he did say there is one in the works. He's trying to cash in. He's like, I got Solo going. I can finally get Willow 2 made. Yes.
That might have been the trade-off. Think about that. I'll come and save your movie, but you got to make this one for me.
With Val Kilmer. In the bat suit.
I'll take it.
Or dressed like
Doc Holliday.
Doc Holliday, yes.
Yeah. I knew where you were going.
I'll double down on that one.
That was a pretty good movie, and he was really good in that, actually.
He was. I can't believe this video is going like a million miles an hour over here, and it looks like it's just cycling back to the beginning again and again.
It's fine for me. I don't know what you're saying.
Really? It's terrible on this end. So we'll find out. Maybe we have a show, maybe we don't.
If you have internet connection, then maybe.
Are we done?
I think so.
I have news.
Oh,
what's happening in the land of magic?
This just in: Orlando Bloom is dating. Okay, go ahead.
Miranda Kerr. Wait.
Well, since you did mention magic, this Friday is announcement day, so they're expected to announce the next half year's products and everything coming out. That'll be this Friday. But anyways, I was going to say Pokemon Go has another community day that is this Saturday, and the featured Pokemon is our favorite little red guy, Charmander. So it'll spawn more frequently, and if you evolve it into its final form during this event, it'll learn an exclusive fire type attack move.
This is my favorite little red guy, Hellboy. Lil, don't show yours. Family show.
And the other
wasn't that a bust last time, Scott? Didn't they have a lot of problems when they did this?
Well, that's like there's city events that they do.
Okay.
And they're trying to do that again this year, but of course the tickets sold out in like a few minutes to all the bots, and now people are scalping them and stuff. But the community days work because they just set the game to where a specific Pokemon spawns for 3 hours. It just spawns like every minute. A new one will pop up, and you just walk around an area, and you can grab a bunch of them. And if you do it, they'll get you can evolve it and get a special move at that time. So we've done the last couple ones, and it's been cold out usually, but we've managed to get some good ones off of those. So the next one is this Saturday, and it's Charmander.
It's supposed to be 80 in the Chicago area on Saturday. So
okay, good.
If you're out in the Elgin area, Blue Box Cafe is a Pokestop. So, and then we had a gym right across the street. Please stop on by.
Yeah, and get one of the great blueberry muffins. The other is the NES Classic Edition.
Good call on this one.
They did the little NES, and it like sold out super fast. They're going to bring it back again this summer for through the end of the year, and they're going to make sure that the NES and the Super NES Classic Editions will both be available through the end of this year.
Or 5 minutes.
They're going to have, yeah, 20 per
You
state.
can find the Super Nintendo one in stores now. I've seen it.
It's still there.
in
Yeah,
stores.
I've run into those. It's released on June 29th.
Yep. Oh, that just happens to be our anniversary. Interesting.
What, for This Week in Geek?
No, Teresa and I.
Ah.
Well, that was the last show you were on. So,
dang it.
It's him and Orlando Bloom's anniversary.
It's him and Orlando Bloom's. That's when I got this picture.
oh my God.
Well, I got one more thing. Molly, my daughter, for those of you that don't know, was in a student film this last weekend, and it was called The Next Door, right? It's called Next Door, and it's based on a Kurt Vonnegut story. But obviously important that Molly was in, but more importantly, my toys are featured in it. They've got my Kenner original Kenner Millennium Falcon. My Rom the Space Knight is in it.
Ooh.
Right. It's set in the early 80s. So, yeah, Lil, I got some toy action going on in a student film.
Nice.
I figured you'd like that.
Your Star Trek.
Yeah, my Star Trek, the Mego playset with all the figures, that's in there. They did not take my $6 Million Man Bigfoot because they didn't know what he was, which is a crime, you millennials.
They thought Chewbacca looked weird.
Yeah, like, is this an off-market Chewbacca? No, he's robotic Bigfoot. Spoiler, Scott. I know you haven't gotten to that in the series yet, but he's a robot. Eventually, right? So,
oh my gosh, I was wrong. There's a robot all along.
When that comes out, I'll make sure people know, because they're going to actually do it at film festivals, and they're planning to do a screening. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And Molly got like the lead, so kudos to her. Yeah, she's already exceeded my career by about 10 miles, and it's just going to keep going. So
that was an easy
very good.
prediction.
Yeah, we can pretty soon do 6 Degrees of Molly.
6 Degrees of Molly Southgate. That's good.
So give your social media, Chris.
Oh, can I add one more thing before we leave?
No.
Yes, I get to say one thing.
Okay.
Margot Kidder passed away.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
At
Yes.
the age of 69, which is kind of sad. And seeing a few things that I've seen on Facebook about her, even though she had some problems, she was a pretty nice lady and was pretty good to the fans out there. So that is a sad kind of thing. But I couldn't believe she's 69.
Why did you think that was just a funny age to die?
No, I thought I didn't. I just don't
funny
want her being that old. That's all.
I thought she was older.
Who?
Yeah, did you guys ever see her at the cons?
No.
I never got in line, but I stood next to her more than once because she'd be like in Artist Alley, like in a booth. It was weird, and I'd be standing there. I'm like, oh, that's Margot Kidder.
Huh. Yeah. Her Lois Lane kind of set the standard for me for any other Superman project, and ever since. So that
you just saw like 27 hours of her when you're watching the compilation.
Yeah, there were a lot of
TV edition of it.
Yeah, there were a lot of scenes that I had never known had even been filmed. A lot of Lois Lane stuff in there too.
Well,
that's
was the idea, Scott. That's the idea of that disc.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. That's what it's about.
But especially with Lois Lane too, a lot of scenes with her with a Native American group that was being affected by the dam out in the Southwest there. That whole plot line never made sense until I saw that expanded thing with Lois, interviewing the Native Americans and what this dam had done to their water supply and everything. And I think that really helped the movie. And cutting that, I realized I had to cut something for all the time, but cutting that kind of made it as like, why is she in that part of the country?
Yeah, that never made sense.
Yeah.
And then to make it make less sense, he spins the earth backwards.
No, he goes back in time.
It's the worst movie.
Traveling.
Terrible.
That movie's terrible. I hate that movie.
That is one of the greatest superhero movies ever made.
No.
Yes.
It's no Avengers with Uma Thurman, though.
True.
That's stupid heroes, not superheroes.
Dance like Uma Thurman.
Was it Voldemort?
Wait a minute,
was
can we
in
just
that
all
too?
enjoy that for a second?
No, I don't want to enjoy
Ray
that.
Fiennes was in that, I think.
Yeah, Voldemort was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, we were trying to end things, but R.I.P. Margot Kidder. Chris, give your stuff.
Absolutely. I could be found at blueboxcafe.com or Blue Box Cafe or Blue Box Cafe 176 on social media.
Who's going next?
And the Bulls got the 7th pick tonight in the lottery for the NBA draft in June. Just for those that care about sports. And you can follow me at the League of Geeks at LOGEEKZ.
Nobody cared. All right. And Scott?
I am on Tumblr and Twitter as Scotty Smurf.
And as Jub Jub and Bloom Lover. I think we're going to get you your own Twitter account.
You're Bloomer. They're Bloomers.
Bloomer! You're
Bloomer.
That is the nickname of the women that follow Orlando Bloom. They're called Bloomers.
Bloomers.
I think we
It's
have
like
a name for the show.
Is it Hiddle Stoners for Hiddleston, I think? Or
Yep,
Hiddle Boners or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
No, that's
Those are the guys
That's
that
a different
follow
group. Yep. And then you can follow me at R Southgate or follow the show at SMG_twig on Twitter. We also have an Instagram account. We have a Facebook page. Just look up This Week in Geek and you'll find us. And our Facebook page is really active. I've started adding things to our Twitter and Instagram, so that's going to start ramping back up. And we do it live. We do it live here on YouTube. We try to do it on Tuesday nights. I now am done with school, so I should be joining a lot more often. And
there goes the neighborhood.
think that's it.
I know it's such great shows. So
Yeah, I just brought it down. All
Phil
right.
just called and he's pissed.
All right. Are we done?
we're done.
What do we say at the end?
Enough said.
We'll go with that. Enough said.